Hello and welcome to Parkinson's Exercise Corner with me, Cindy. So today is all about the upper body. We have 5 different exercises that are going to work your biceps, your triceps, your chest, and your back. And then we'll have a little bit of a cool down at the end. We are going to start with a warm up. Equipment today, you need a resistance band and a set of light weights and a chair if you need it. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to demonstrate the first exercise standing up. Then I'm going to demonstrate the exercise from the chair so that you have options. The people that are standing up, I want you to wait for me before you start your exercise. I want to do this all together, okay? So I want the people in the chair and the people standing up, I want us working out together. All right, so those 5 exercises we're going to do 2 times, 10 repetitions each. All right, and have some water off to the side just in case you need some water. If you do not have a resistance band, that's okay. You can use your dumbbells for the whole workout. I like the resistance band because it just adds a little bit more, a different dynamic to the exercise than the dumbbells do. And also they're really super easy for traveling. If you want to get a workout in, if you travel, these are super easy to carry in your luggage instead of the weights. So let's get this show on the road. We're going to start with a warm-up. So make sure your exercise area is clean. Have your arms out to the side. We're just going to do little arm circles forward. Make this movement small. 8 and reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep your arms up. We're just going to bring them in and out. So we're warming up. See if you can tap your shoulders so your palms are up. See if you can tap those shoulders. We're warming up the whole arm right here. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Don't let those arms fall. If you don't have to, try really hard to keep them lifted. We're going to make big arm circles forward. So we're going to wrap our arms around and come forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reverse it. Big circle round. Open up your chest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one for 8. Very good. All right, so our arms should be pretty warmed up here. So let's get into the first exercise. So you're going to grab your resistance band, and I'm going to show the exercise standing up first. So what you want to do, we're going to work our bicep. We're going to do bicep curls. So you're going to grab the handles of your loop. You're going to step on your loop, or your band, I should say. And make sure that it's right in the arch of your foot so it doesn't slip out. You want to make sure that both handles are even so you have even resistance. And we're going to just curl up. So I do not want your elbows back here. I want your elbows move forward so you work your bicep, okay? When it's back here, it doesn't work the bicep efficiently. So I also don't want to see this. Okay, nice tight elbows into the side. Bicep curl up. If you're in a chair, what you're going to do is you're going to sit in your chair and you're going to put your feet out. Make sure the band is right underneath the arch of your foot. You're going to put the band out and you're just going to do this with your arms down. So a lot of your resistance is going to let go when you go to the bottom here. That's okay. We want the resistance as we come up. And you can always tighten up your band if you feel like you're not getting enough. Or if you want to use dumbbells, you have that option. Okay, so you have your option. I'm going to do the first one standing. So let's set up. The band is right underneath the arch of your foot. Hands are down by your thighs, and we're going to do a set of 10. Here we go, nice and slow. 1, and if you want to count to use your voice, 2, you can. 3, it's always good to activate your voice. 5, 6, we're going to slow these last 4 down. So up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2. Let's do 2 more. Up for 2, down for 2. Last one. Up for 2, down for 2. There we go. That's set number 1. Now we're going to just take a little tiny break, and we're going to do that again. We're going to repeat these exercises back to back. So I'm going to give you about 10 seconds, and we're going to do it all over again. So let's set up. This time I'm going to do, I think I'll do it from the chair just to demonstrate how I'm doing it from the chair. So those of you who want to continue to stand can stand. All right, so I'm going to put it underneath the arch of my foot. I'm out here with it. I'm going to let my arms hang off the side of my chair. So if you have a chair that has arms on it, it might be a little more difficult. You might want to scooch forward in your chair a little bit, or use a chair with no arms. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. So up and down. 2, nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do these last 3. Up for 2, down for 2. Up for 2, down for 2. Last one. Up for 2, down for 2. Very, very good. All right, that is exercise number 1, working those biceps. All right, exercise number 2, now we're going to work our tricep. So what we're going to do is the exact opposite of what we were just doing. You're going to put the band underneath your arch of your foot. Make sure it's underneath the arch. And what we're going to do is, this time your grip is going to be facing, instead of facing up like it was with the biceps, your grip is going to be facing down. And we're just going to curl up and press back. So let me show you from the side. You're going to curl up. Right now my palms are facing forward. And then as you come down, you're going to push back and tighten up that tricep. Okay? From the chair. Basically the same thing, okay? Your legs are out in front of you. You don't want them right underneath your knees. You want your feet out long. And what you're going to do is kind of the same thing. So your palms are facing forward. You're going, here, let me fix my grip here. That's better. So my hands are up here. I'm pressing down and back. Curl up, press down and back. So you are lengthening out the band right here as you push down and back. Lengthen it out so you get a good resistance. All right, so those are your directions of how to do your tricep push downs. All right, so let's set up. Feet right over the band in the balls of your feet. Palms are facing towards the floor. Arms are up here. Get ready. We're going to press both arms at the same time. I don't think I mentioned that when I was demonstrating. I think I just showed you the one arm. But we're going to do both arms. No swinging here. So when you come in, your elbows are nice and tight. And then you press back, feeling that tricep squeeze. Here's 5. And let's make it nice and slow. 6, 7, 8. This is lengthening out our arm as well. You want to try to straighten that arm out as much as possible. This is your last one. And rest. So, second set, I want you to focus on lengthening it out, pulling it back a little bit. So see how much I lengthened the band out? So this way I get a good straighter arm and a little bit more contraction right through the tricep. So second set coming up, I'm going to do it from the chair. And it's the same thing. We're going to put our feet right underneath the band, right in the balls of your feet. They're out right in front of you. Palms are facing down. Elbows are in towards your side. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Both arms at the same time. And up. 2, so make sure you're lengthening out the band when you press back so you get more resistance. Here's 4, 5, squeezing the triceps, 6, 7, 8, little bit of pause at the end there, right here, a little bit of pause, 9, and one more for 10. And release. Okay. So that's our tricep push back. Okay, so now we're moving on to exercise number 3. These exercises are going to go by quick. This is a shorter workout, but effective because we're just working our upper body. All right, so number 4 is, let me check my thing. It's a lat pull. So what you're going to do is you're going to step on that band again, just like you were. This time you're going to cross the handles. So you got a little X in front. Your arms are going to be straight. You're making sure that your shoulders are back and you're standing up nice and tall, okay? Hold in your tummy here. Hold that in. And your palms are like, you're making that X, so your palms are right in front of your thighs. Here's what it looks like. You're going to pull it up, bringing the elbows back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. That's what it looks like. Okay, let me show what it looks like from a chair. Same thing basically, just like we were doing. You're going to sit with your band right underneath the balls of your feet. You're going to cross it just like we did when we were standing, and you're going to pull up and release. So when you release it, make sure that these don't really touch, okay? Because then they're going to get caught and you're going to get a little confused probably. So you're going to go up and just release. Pull. So the main thing here in the chair, you're sitting up nice and tall and you're releasing nice and slow as you pull it up, release it nice and slow. All right, so let's get going. Our first set. First set I'll do standing. Okay, so here we go. It's right underneath the arch of your foot. Just like that. Your feet are about hip width apart, so they're right underneath your hips. You're going to cross those handles. Palms are facing in. Palms are by your thighs right here. You're standing up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. Hold your abs nice and tight. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, making sure you're pulling your shoulder blades back. You don't want to lean forward. You're standing up nice and tall. 7, 8, 9, and last one for 10. Pull those elbows up and down. One thing with this one is you don't want your elbows going super high like that. You're kind of pulling up and back so that the tops of your arms are parallel with the floor. Okay, let's get into our second set now. I'm going to show you from the chair again. All right, so feet are out in front of you, and we're going to cross our handles so we make that X in front. Elbows are out wide. Well, let's start in the chair. Let's start with our arms straight, just like you would if you were standing, and we're going to pull those elbows up and back in 3, 2, 1. So pull it back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. You want a nice strong back here. 3, 4, go nice and slow. Try not to rush. 5, especially on the release. Make the release nice and slow. Nice and slow. 3 more. You'll feel this in your upper traps as well. And last one. and release it down nice and slow. Very good. How'd you do? I hope you did good. All right, you can always press pause if you need to watch the instructions again. And you can always do it over again if you want to, because first time I feel like is always like a test, but once you know what's coming, it gets a little easier as far as the form and the exercise itself. So come visit it again. All right, it's a nice short exercise if you're short on time too. All right, so our next one is the chest. We're actually not going to use the band for the chest, okay? So if you have a set of light dumbbells, grab them. If you don't have dumbbells, just grab some water bottles or maybe hand weights. If you have hand weights, that would be perfect. Just something to give you a little resistance. If you don't have anything, just use your body weight. It's all good. All right, so what we're gonna do is these light weights, our palms are gonna be facing the floor. And what we're going to do is we're gonna start with them in by our chest up here. We're gonna push them forward so that our arms are parallel with the floor, and then we're gonna pull them back wide. All right, we're gonna work our chest. We're gonna do 10 of those. Same exact movement from the chair. Okay, same exact movement. All right, so here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So push and pull. Right here, I want you to feel, when you pull back, feel the chest opening up and your shoulder blades squeezing together. And stand up nice and tall. Think of your posture. Hold your abs nice and tight. We got 2 more. 1, and last one. Pull, open up the chest, and push it forward, release, and come down. Nice work. Okay, I'm gonna grab a little sip of water before we do our second set. You go ahead and do that too if you need to. But come right back. All right, no skipping these last couple exercises. All right, so now we're in our chair. We're into our second set. Arms are up here, close to your body, and we're gonna push it forward in 3, 2, 1, and push and pull. Elbows come out wide. 2, and when they push out, try to keep them parallel to the floor. Here's 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and give me one more. 10, and very good. Bring it on down. Nice work. Those are tough. Those are hard because you got a long lever here and gravity just wants to pull it down. So that's a tough one. All right, we have our last exercise. Last but certainly not least, we're going to take our band again. We're going to stand underneath it just like we did with all the other ones. And what we're going to do now, this is for your shoulders. We're going to do a lateral side raise. So your hands are down by your side, palms are going to face the floor. You're going to raise up and down. Let me adjust this for a second. It's okay to adjust your band if you need it tighter or looser. All right, so we're going to do 10 of those, okay? So if you're in your chair, it's the same thing. Okay, so it's here. So your legs don't have to be out as far this time with this exercise. Before our legs were out here. You can bring them in a little closer to you, and arms are down at your side, and you're just going to lift them up. If you have weights, you're just lifting the weight out to the side, okay? So you have a couple options. That's why I like options, because it makes for no excuses. All right, because there's always options. All right, so here we go. We're going to do 10 of them. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, nice and slow on the way down. Try not to just let those arms flop down. You have control over the weight. Don't let the weight control you. Halfway there. 6. This is our last exercise, so let's make it nice and strong. We have 4 more. Try not to release it slow. And 3, slow, 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 slow. 2, slow, slow, slow. You don't want your arms going above your shoulders either. Last one. And release it nice and slow, 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 slow. And good. Yes, you don't want your arms going up here. You want them parallel to the floor, okay? For this one. All right. You guys continue. We're going to continue with this. I'm going to show it from the chair. I have 3-pound weights, but you can use 1 pound, 2 pounds. Like I said, you can use hand weights, maybe 1 or 2 pounds. If that's even too heavy, use your total body weight, but just go nice and slow. All right, second set coming up in 3, 2, 1. Parallel to the floor. You can take a peek at your arms and make sure that they don't look like they're way up here. Okay, make sure they're parallel and nice and slow on the way down. Here's 3 and 4. Slow, slow, slow. And 5, 6, slow, 7, and slow, and 8. 2 more. Let's make them really good. Up and nice and slow on the way down. And this is our last one right here. And down you go. All right. Good work. Those are your 5 exercises for the day. All upper body. All right. So let's stand up, or you can stay seated. We're just going to do some stretches for our arms and our chest. So just give yourself a hug here. Try to open up your back a little bit. Release it down. Switch arms that were on top. Release it down. Let's do it one more time with each arm. Feel your back open up. Squeeze. Give yourself a great big hug. Hugs are good. All right, so now what I want you to do is I want you to take whichever arm you want. You're going to lift it out straight in front of you. You're going to bring it across the front of your chest, and with that opposite arm, you're going to help pull it in towards your chest. Try not to put the arm on your elbow or your wrist. You kind of want it right there on that forearm. And this is going to stretch out your shoulder and your back. Feels so good. And let's switch. Other arm comes up. Bring it across your chest. Give it a little push. Very good. And bring it on down. So if you've enjoyed, so follow me. If you enjoyed this workout, please subscribe, like, and share it, and ring the bell so you always have notifications and you never miss a workout. Let's switch hands. Fingertips are pointing towards the floor. And leave a comment. I love to hear from people, especially the Parkinson's community. It's important for us to have communication and have a little bit of socialization. And we can do that through our messages, our comments. Okay, so that's your workout for today. You did a wonderful job. I thank you so much for coming. I will put a link in the description for the resistance bands that I use. If you don't have any and you want to get some, I'll leave it there for you. And I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you next time on Parkinson's Exercise Corner with me, Cindy.